Hi, I'm Hal Pearson, and this is Art to Heart. Today I'll be sharing some music ideas for voice and drum. You can use any kind of drum, like my tom-tom here, or a tambourine, or a pot, a bowl, or a water jug. Just remember to be gentle if it's made of glass. So now would be a great time for you to pause the video and grab your drum, and then we'll get started. Ready? Okay. So today we'll be using steady beat and call and response to help your class wind down. So I'm going to demonstrate the song and then we'll break it down and talk about how you can make it your own. So it starts with the steady beat. Feel that? You can keep the beat with me. So steady beat like this is great, or you can add a little rhythm like this. Steady beat or this rhythm is fine. Okay, and then we start the echo song. Repeat after me. Hey everybody, come find a buddy, come find a buddy. Let's get together, birds of a feather, let's bring it down, down to the ground, down to the ground. Let's get quiet, everybody try it, everybody try it. Sound off, 1, 2, sound off, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the basic idea of the song. To start, you want to meet the class where they're at. So if your class is really loud, rambunctious, maybe some are crying for attention, some are fighting over the toys, you start high volume, high energy with a strong, steady beat, and then slowly wind down with your class, getting quieter and quieter. In Western classical music, this is called a decrescendo. So it's very important you start where they're at, and then you all wind down together. And then when you're all sitting quietly on the rug, maybe in a circle, you can ask the class how they're feeling. This is great practice for your students to identify their emotional state. Hopefully now in the quiet classroom they're feeling calm. And then, once they've identified where they're at now, you can ask the students how they were feeling before the song. Maybe before you started they were feeling anxious or angry. Maybe they were in a fight with a friend. And now that you've all calmed down, you can talk about the conflict peacefully. This is a good social emotional lesson for your students to practice regulating their own emotions. So if they're feeling angry, it helps to wind down so they can talk about the conflict calmly and peacefully. Now, there are many ways you can make this song your own. Maybe the most obvious is by adding your own words. So as you heard, I just made up my own words to go with that melody for Everywhere we go, people wanna know, which is an old summer camp song. I heard it in Remember the Titans. And then I ended it with Sound Off, 1, 2, which I just found out is attributed to Private Willie Lee Duckworth of Georgia. So there's a fun fact for you. Now you can make up your own words, or you don't need to use words at all. You can just use nonsense sounds. So if your class is really loud, rambunctious, silly, you can meet them where they're at. always start with a steady beat. That's the call to attention. And then, if they're feeling really silly, you can give them some silly sounds to repeat after you. Like this. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Are you repeating after me at home? Good. How about boo? Good job. And then you slowly decrescendo, bring it down. How about shh? And your class repeats after everything you do, and then end with sound off, 1, 2, sound off, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if they're still not quite as quiet as you want them to be, just bring it down even more. Sound off, 1, 2, sound off, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And let the silence ring out at the end. Here's another variation you can try. Pick a student to sit on the rug and be the leader. So that student will be the first sitting crisscross on the rug, and they can keep the steady beat with you on part of their body, maybe their shoulders. And everybody who sits on the rug has to follow them. Alright, so wherever they put the beat, the other students follow. Alright? Eventually, you can even have the leader play a drum as well, maybe along with you, so that you can make sure they're keeping the steady beat and decrescendoing with you. I think that's a word. This helps the students, as they take turns being the leader, practice their emotional self-regulation. So they're practicing starting really high energy, maybe kind of tense, and slowly calming down together. Okay, so practicing identifying their emotional state and then regulating it. A great way to practice keeping the steady beat with your students is the steady beat song that I learned from Kofi Dennis, master teaching artist. I use the song all the time. It's great for a hello song, bring your class together. It's a great transition song. So you can keep the steady beat. Let's start on our shoulders and sing this tune. Steady beat on my shoulders, steady beat on my shoulders. Shoulders, 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 shoulders. How about our knees? Steady beat on my knees, steady beat on my knees. Knees, 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 knees. And it's a nice simple song that you can have your students lead too in the classroom. Alright, this is how they can practice keeping the steady beat and following the leader. So all you do is choose a part of your body. How about our cheeks? Sing like this. Steady beat on my cheeks, steady beat on my cheeks. Cheeks, 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 cheeks. Good. So you can say the name of the body part, or you can just do a nonsense sound like we were doing before. How about our nose? Steady beat on my nose, steady beat on my nose. Nose, no, 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 ha-choo. Classic. How about your ears? Steady beat on my ears, steady beat on my ears. E, 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 E. Practicing the first letter. Alright, so tons of variations for this song. You can also bring it to your hands. Steady beat on my hands, steady beat on my hands. Hands, 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 hands. Slow. Faster. And fingers. So thanks again, Mr. Kofi Dennis. Taught that song to me. And that's a great one for practicing following the leader in the class. Different students can take turns with it. Also a great transition and hello song. Now, if you have a student leader, it helps to give additional instructions and positive affirmations to the class during the wind down. So let's try the song one more time. Get your drum ready. And this time we're going to use words from one of my favorite echo songs. This is by the great Huey Piano Smith of New Orleans. We're going to try the words for Don't You Just Know It. So start with that steady beat. Great. Or our rhythm. And your leader should be keeping the rhythm on the rug. You can say, I see so-and-so is keeping the rhythm on the rug. Good job. And then we can sing Don't You Just Know It. Ah, 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 eh-oh, gooba, 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 gooba. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Eh-oh. Great. And while you're keeping the beat, you can point out who's doing a good job. Say, I see so-and-so is sitting on the rug keeping the beat. Or I see they're picking up their toys. Good job. And then sing it again a little quieter. Ah, 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 eh-oh. Gooba, 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 gooba. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Hey-oh. Good job, everybody. Waiting for maybe one or two more people to come back to the rug. Good job keeping the beat. Shh. Finally, for some extra drum practice, let's close with our goodbye song. And we'll try a few different rhythms. As always, steady beat. Steady beat always works. You don't need to do anything fancy. It's great. While keeping the beat, we sing. Now it's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Now it's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye, my friends. Awesome. You can vary that by playing the rhythm that you're singing, like this. Now it's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Now it's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye, my friends. Great. And you can have the class play along with you, keeping the beat on their laps. That's always awesome. And a way you can make it extra funky is by playing what I've been taught as the bambula rhythm. Okay, bambula refers to a drum and a dance from Africa. And it's helpful to say it while you play it, like this. Bambula, 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 bambula. Alright, so here's the tricky part. We're going to play that rhythm while we sing. Ready? Now it's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Now it's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye, my friends. Alright, for an extra challenge, see if your class can play that rhythm while they're singing. It's tricky. Or they can keep the beat with you while you sing. Just that. Bambula, bambula, bambula. Let's try it again. Now it's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Now it's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye, my friends. fourth time, that was, let's get ready, it's time to stop now. So that's a little extra drum practice for you. But with any song, you can start just like we've been practicing at high volume, high energy, especially if your class is starting there, and gradually decrescendo or wind down. Now it's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye, my friend. Always good to do one extra round silent too. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful. And remember to follow us on Facebook or YouTube for more videos like this. I'll play it out.